Hey everybody, John here with Retired Renegade Adventures, and I have hooked up with Ancient Exploring in Arizona for what is going to be what we hope, very interesting and very long adventure. We are in the Dragoon Mountains, someplace that most of us have not explored yet. We're at about 4,600 feet. Camp is already set up. It is Thursday on Memorial Day weekend. We've got 3 here so far, with a 4th showing up in a little bit. 3 quads, 3 trucks, more on the way. Stay tuned. And so it begins with our own version of Skeleton Canyon. And this is the type of fun we're expecting to have for the next 4 days. Sort of the tail end of day 1, got some dinner cooking, and we got a nice gorgeous sunset. So, mission accomplished for today. We got to camp, we got everything set up so we can actually start enjoying the day tomorrow. But as usual, have a nice pink sunset. Do a little panorama here of our camp. Definitely surrounded by the boulders. And there you go.
Come on back over here, Bo Cephas.
Yes, and here we are. Campfire blazing, burning mushrooms, and blue flame. How perfect is that? And this is only day 1. And we're going to go for a little nighttime ride. Yep, we're going to go for a little nighttime ride. That's not good. We didn't get very far before he died out, so we'll see what's going on. The ride is over for the night, and I don't know how this is going to show up, if it'll show up at all on the camera, but there's like 1 billion stars. That's the beauty of coming out. Alright, time to go to bed for the night. Okay, it is morning. It's actually, we've been up for a while. Skeleton's dancing. Still got a bit of a fire going. Did a little work on the camp. Now we're going to go take a hike, because we've got this nice canyon right here at the base of the camp. So we're going to go take a little look and see what interesting things I can find back there. Now it does have some very interesting vein work across this really old mountain. So I don't know. I guess we'll see if there's anything out there to see. This is pretty remote back here. Now, I'll point out that Cochise's stronghold is not all that far from here either. That's interesting. That looks like somebody did an ascent right there, because there's a piton. Very interesting. But there are so many places to hide back in here. This is the kind of place that you just come unexpectedly and run into makeshift shelters and stuff like that that the Native Americans used. So we're going to do a little exploration here. Making my way up through this small little slot here. Sort of like a needle in a haystack as far as thinking you might run across something, because even though I'm following trails that people, or at least paths that people might have followed, this wilderness area is so expansive that there's no guarantee anybody came along this way. You certainly have evidence that water comes down through here, and there's none here right now because it hasn't rained, but you got all those drain-offs. Here, here. This whole area would have been a runoff during water, so that's a good sign. People generally don't follow areas that don't have water, so we're going to keep scrambling these rocks. There's so many different directions to go. Well, I'm on the opposite side of the range from where camp was. If there had ever been human migration, it would have been along this river plain, because people follow water. I don't see anything, but like I said, it's really vast. But what interests me is when you look back here at this rock, that almost looks like mud was caked on the side of it. It's probably not, but it sure looks like it. So how did a mud cake rock get up on top of a mountain? And that only really happens with water, so that's really kind of unique and bizarre. Anyway, it's really pretty along here. But no signs of mines or human habitation or Native American ruins yet. If nothing else, this formation is really cool, with a small path going in between the rocks. With what I'm wearing, it's a little tight. And that's the view. I think this is an area that they would, our native ancestors would have liked. The view is good, it's defensible. It is a little difficult to get to. This is the view when you get to the top, though. I'm in a little trough. I'm going to be heading back down towards camp, and we should have some more people have showed up by this morning, so we'll see if anybody's there, and then we'll probably be off on quads again, seeing what else we can find. The view is nice. The weather is amazing for this time of year. Normally we have had well over 100 degrees on many days, and last night it was about 41 degrees, so really kind of weird. And this is the type of stuff I was looking for. So on my way back down, and I see a cave. And it's pretty deep. Oh wow, this is interesting if nothing else. Is that... Did somebody make a shelter here? They did. been used as fire. It almost looks like almost looks like somebody would have been sleeping on it. That's so strange. I don't see any writing. But it's definitely been used. And there's another one over there. Wow, okay, cool. I'm going to shut this off and investigate a little bit. Well, we have continued our exploration here. Our little intrepid band of adventurers. 3 quads, 2 side-by-sides, and came up to this old mine. Careful there, if the ground lets loose, you're going down.
Not to get too close, right?
That's not horribly deep.
No. Careful,
Still.
girl, it's barbed wire.
They were working something here. Got a water tank down there. Alright, now if we can just find some mine adits. But this is an old one. Look at the style of fence this is. This is really, really old. Well, there is a mine tailing right over there, and we are going to try to get to it.
If we make it back to the ridge line, there might be a trail, because it looks like the trail.
It's about a mile from where we're at.
As the crow flies.
As the crow flies, which will probably be about 10 miles of road. Well, we managed to find another really deep mine shaft. It doesn't look so much until you go around and look at it underneath this way. So we're all taking a break and deciding where we're heading next.
Want to go first?
All right, let's take a look and see what we got here. Oh yeah, this goes.
Bring the flyer for free.
No guts, no glory. Hey.
What?
Put your mask on.
Why?
I don't know. There's a note here that says something about mine tours. First visit, March 2018. Second visit, there's all kinds of.
Hey, look down here.
Nope. MK. Yeah, that one.
Careful, love. You guys coming in? Oh,
Having to play with. Whoa! Don't go on that one. That one's not good. And try to step your steps as close to the crossboards as possible. All right, we got a little adit right here. Yeah. Hey, if you're going to come in, stay on the left board.
Okay.
Your left.
I got you.
Is that middle one?
what?
Look at all those spiders.
Where?
Right there on the wall.
Oh yeah.
See any?
Right there, where my
Oh
light
my
is.
gosh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, another one?
It's very far. Actually goes very, very, very far. It's freaking me out. Don't touch the walls!
Huh?
There's spiders all along the walls. Like lots of them. Like a lot.
That's a long way down
long way
Yeah.
down.
on the right side.
Oh, wow. Oh, here, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Wow. That is deep. Hey, love, I'll shine the light for you. Don't touch the wall, love. Too much spiders back there.
No, they'll be fine.
Check.
You next. All right, we got next one. We're good?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Are they coming?
Yep. All right, I'm going to turn this on again in just a minute.
Recording.
We are continuing with the mine expedition. There are shafts that go off to the right-hand side of this at regular intervals. Wow, look at that. And it's wet inside here, so we got water coming through the mine. Look at that, mini stalagmites. There's like little mini. Yep. You got one right here too. Core sample. Yep. All right, I'm going to shut the thing off again for a little bit. We got another shaft going down this side.
Watch out. Oh yeah,
And that goes way down too.
watch step, watch step.
Sorry. No, it's a good one. Thank you. Does anybody else need?
Look at that.
The video will all be up on both our site and, well, we made it to the end.
What do you think about that vein?
This one right here?
To the left, to your right.
Oh yeah.
It looks like it's half split. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all up here.
Yep.
All right there.
It is definitely mineralized, and that's from where all the water was coming out. And wow. Well, this made the trip worth it.
Yep. Very cool.
Okay, found some interesting writing on the wall here on this. That looks like it says JRS. This looks like it says Ice John. It looks like an S at the back, but I can't tell what the rest of the writing was. That's the only writing I've seen in this so far. You can see what was it? Either a drill for blasting or the core right there. All right, we're gonna head back out. We have reached the end of it. And show more if we find it. Okay, it is. The whole gang is here, and it is feeding time at the Dragoon Mountain Zoo. We got carne asada going on here. We got another cook stove going over here with hot dogs and burgers. We've got a very full cooler. We got another fire over here with getting ready for more carne asada and other goodies. No, we are not going to go hungry. And everybody is aboard. Look, there's even more. It is, like I said, it is feeding time at the Dragoon Mountain Zoo. Plenty of food to be had by all. The whole gang is here. Everybody's going to show up. It is turning out to be a fantastic little get together. We probably have 20 people on this adventure. Everybody will be spending the night. We'll go out and hit it some more tomorrow. And here we are up at the top. And I got my own little cooker going. So we will all be able to share food. morning and welcome to round 3.
Any similar to this?
Breakfast time.
I have, but
I do hash cakes.
Little egg over corned beef hash. Fred's mouth's full, so he can't talk about it. Our resident guard dog.
No, he's hooked up on the lead.
Last year, on St. Patrick's Day, I made a corned beef, real corned beef.
It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. Sun hasn't even quite come up yet. And we're going to continue the adventure. See where the road takes us today. Well, various parts of the gang are all together. We are starting day 3 finally. Sun is up. You can see it behind me. It's a bad location. But there is the crowd. And more of us have already shaken off. So you're not going to get a lot of audio on this because I'm going to do some quad video. And then we'll catch up in a little bit. Okay, we are at the first mine of the day.
You first. Byron, did you see the deer?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's 3 deer. Just
Oh,
before
dang.
that first time we stopped. Yeah, right on the left, right there. The deer.
It's not a very big entrance and it says keep out. And they're saying that there's water just on the inside of it, so we'll go to take a look. You can see it definitely went back, but there's definitely water there on the water. Yeah, you can hear that. All right, so we'll back out of here. We definitely have the remnants of the stone wall here. This thing's really cool. This is down below the mine that we just found. But we got this one, and we got the one above it. So it looks like there might have been a mill works here as well, because this continues. And there's a slag pile here. And then there's more down here. So it just kept going down the hill. Time for more discoveries. Okay, the party is split up. Main reason is because none of us have been in this area before, and there are several trails, and we wanted to conserve time to see if there was anything interesting, and we're going to meet back up at that stone wall in a little bit. I mean, I did find some interesting trails, but as you can see, it's close to the quad, so I'd actually have to hike in. Middlemarch Canyon, Trail 277, and Cochise Trail. But I've got another trail that leads further up this way, so I'm going to head on. It's just were I by myself on my free range exploring, I would probably hike in just to see where this would go, but I'm not, so we're going to continue to move on. Okay, end of the trail for me going this way. That is too rutted out for me to want to try this. Now I did see something up here that looks promising. But I don't know what it is, and I'm not gonna hike up to find out. All right, time to turn around, head back to the other group.
All right, Elvis.
I think I'll edit that. Thank you. Okay, we got another adit to go explore here. Okay, here we go. Wow, that's a... Oh yeah, look at this. Lots of rocks down here. And it smells wet. Might help if I took my sunglasses off so I can actually see. Okay, here we go. You can see my counterparts up in front of me. I can actually feel the air is a little heavy in here. This is another great exploration. This one goes a long way back. All right, I'm going to shut everything down for the moment until I find some more interesting. One thing we noticed is there are some very large animals that hang out in here. That's never promising.
Decided to hang up right there.
Yeah, this
The
is,
only sulfur part of the map.
this is the bed of whatever creature it is that lives down in here. But you also got what was being mined or hunted out here. It's up here too. Oh, let me sneak by you.
Sure.
We're at the end of it, and it looks like whatever was pooping pooped down in there too, so. Okay. We're at Counsel Rock, area of the Dragoon Mountains. You have to hike in the last bit of it, and there's supposed to be some pretty spectacular petroglyphs and everything up here. I am running this off of my cell phone camera, and we're going to see how good this does. So, talk to you in a bit. Look at this view. This is pretty amazing. And it's kind of the very northern tail end of it. Then it goes to a different type of mountain range. Crazy. You got so many hidden passages and almost looks like a table right there. All right, continuing on. This is utterly amazing. And I'll show you why here in a minute. Back the other direction, I did find the part of the cave where it was at. You've got these marks here. This was definitely man-made. One area that I'm going to show you is all Petroglyphs. It's definitely a neat place. You got this right here, the animal markings. Right here, matate holes. And then you've got the grinding stone. Okay, so I'm going to throw out a theory here with a little bit of Native American history, but you got that rock that right over there with the round spot that's been put in it, and it almost looks like they carved a hole in the big rock and then put a smaller fitted rock into it. Now, right below me is what I thought was a matate hole, but it's by itself, and you've got more over here under this rock. But when you turn around and go the exact opposite direction from that spot, goes right to a spire. So my mind says it's very possible that this was used as a calendar marking. It was a society that had petroglyphs, so they had lived here for quite some time, over time, and most of the first peoples were very good with their calendars. So that's just for what it's worth. It's my thought. I could be wrong, but I think it's a pretty good theory. So I'll be climbing down. This was awesome. What was brought to my attention by my partner on this little adventure for this is with Felipe, is you got all of these that were hand carved, and I have a feeling if I were to move this rock that it would be possibly something important back there, but I'm not going to do that. But that is very, 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 very strange. That is way cool. Good morning. Well, everyone, all good things come to an end, and this trip is one of them, unfortunately. It has been a great 4 days. Some of the things that I've learned is that it's still fun to go out, have some good friends and camaraderie, and be out with like-minded people. Another thing that I kind of discovered is that it's really nice to still make discoveries and find out that they are so remote that people haven't had an opportunity to destroy them or tag them with graffiti and such as the like. Every place that we went on this one, including the old mines, there was no sign of any vandalism, and that's great. Anyway, we are getting ourselves all packed up, going to clean up camp and head back to our respective homes. Thank you for coming along. I hope you enjoyed this at least a little bit. If you have, like, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, here on YouTube, and I will see you on the next adventure. Thanks. Bye now.